Hello everyone, I'm Tony Johnson, your customer service leader. It's almost cliche to complain about the state of customer service out there in the universe. It is bad, and in some cases very bad. 80% of businesses claim to be doing a great job with customer service, but only 20% of those surveyed about that same service agree. That is a sad disconnect, and one that is entirely avoidable. I bet you can think back to a time when you received terrible customer service yourself, or maybe even a time when you saw your team deliver bad service in your business. It didn't feel great, did it? I am almost 100% sure that we have all had those types of experiences, and I'm sure we've all had enough fantastic experiences out there to know that some businesses really are getting it right. So what are you to do if you're a leader who's struggling with customer service? Well, buckle up, listen up, and pay attention, because here are 7 surefire things that you can do to correct your customer service mission. Number 1, set your expectation. Too often, frontline associates have no idea what great service looks like. Often, if you're employing those who've never had a job before, there's a good reason for this. How would people know? If you're a high school sophomore, what do you care about customer service? You could also be employing those who aren't at the top of their profession and consequently aren't very good at what they do. That doesn't mean you should give up, though. You should absolutely make sure that your customer service mission is crystal clear. Number 2, train like you mean it. Webinars and electronic learning courses and pocket reference cards are all great starts, but they are not going to get us where we need to go all by themselves. You have to take the time to train from day one and instill that service culture. And by the way, don't lament that your customer service training program for your company is bloodless and terrible. Take it to the next level and use your passion to inspire. Let's face it, for the most part, they all say the same thing. It comes down to how you translate that vision into success. Stop hiring terrible folks. Let's face it, it's so much easier to drive that service mission when you have a great team. Hire the right folks for the right role at the right time. Don't fear the blank line on the schedule, and don't settle for the next warm body that walks in. Use every resource during the interview process and make sure to ask real questions during the interview. Talk less, listen more, and focus on questions such as, what would you do if? Use colleagues to get a second opinion on candidates if you're having doubts, and if you have really big doubts, then don't hire that person. Number 4, set a great example. Your team's going to follow your lead, so don't think they're ever not watching to see how they should behave. Your actions absolutely matter, and they will be emulated by your team. Leaders attract those who have like values and work ethics, and when folks really figure out what their bosses are all about, they will fall into lockstep. Notice that I've talked about actions, though. Most often, they don't pay nearly as much attention to what you say as what you do. Set a great example and show them your commitment to great customer service by delivering it to every single guest. Number 5, coach those great behaviors. When leaders are deeply involved in their daily business and know what's happening, they are poised to coach and train in the moment. This is the idea of owning your dirt, and it can lead to fantastic results when managers are visible and available in the locations they manage. Folks stand up a little straighter when their leaders are around. We all know that. And customers never have to look far for those who spend a majority of time walking their spaces. Number 6, recognize and celebrate great service. The other benefit to being out in your business every day is that you can see great service in action. Folks will repeat what you reinforce, and there's no better way to praise great service than in the moment. Whether you're giving verbal praise, thank you notes, movie tickets, or other spot awards, the impact is so meaningful. If you ignore the great work your team does every day, they're going to quickly give up. Number 7, listen to your teams. Engaged teams who know what great service looks like are ready to share new ideas. Those who deal with guests on the front lines know best about the service challenges and how to correct them. Listen intently to these amazing ideas and make sure you take them all into consideration. Now, I know you can't do all of them, you can't implement everything, but your great listening skills and communication will ensure that folks continue to share great ideas. Now, these 7 items can't live in a vacuum. They're part of a larger structure in which you value your team and keep innovation top of mind. But if you find yourself in an organization that's having some challenges, start with these 7 items and work from there. Once you have these things under control, you can move on to what might be next. Until next time, I'm Tony Johnson, your customer service leader, reminding you to treat every guest like a cherished friend. Talk to you soon.